Welcome back, everyone. Wade Boggs fan here with another video. So today's video is a bit of a mail day video. As you know, I'm working on a vintage PSA collection, and I've picked up some of my first 1977 Topps cards. So I thought I'd show off the ones that I've picked up over about the last week. Just actually right before recording here, picked up another 77 Topps on eBay. So that'll add to that. Have another 78 to show off, and two Boggs cards. But before I turn the camera around and check out those cards, and of course get to some trivia, wanted to get your opinion on my vintage collection. As you know, my goal eventually is to work my way back. I started off with 79, although I think I'm going to include 1980 as well into my vintage. And my goal is to work my way back, starting with 79, 78, 77, and so on, and see how far I can get, and pretty much collect the Hall of Famers included in that year. And up to this point, again, I've been doing, eBay save searches and different things for just 79 and 78s. I've added 77s, and I'm probably going to add some 1980s to my watch list. And the way I've been going about searching for the PSA cards is doing a bit of research. One, finding out which Hall of Famers are included in that year, but more importantly, what PSA graded cards have been selling for. So I'll do eBay sold searches for in certain grades and find out where my sweet spot is on a particular card in my budget. All right. So there's a decent amount of research that's done. And again, up to this point, it's been pretty methodical, doing 79, 78s. Now I've picked up a few 77s. But I'm finding for my last few, I think I need 8 more 79s and 4 more 78s. And I've been working on this, I think, since May or June. Not that this isn't meant to be a sprint, but I'm finding not even either much lower grades than I want or very high-end grades and high price points of some of the few that I'm missing. So that's why I started on 77 before I finished 78, 79. So where I'm getting at is, on one hand, I'm tempted to say, let me just concentrate on 77, 78, 79, maybe add 80, and just wait and take my time and find the cards in those 4 years and not extend myself too much. Then there's another part of me that says, hey, while you're waiting on trying to find this 179 card, a 72 or 73 or 68 card could come up in your price range in a nice grade and so on. And should I go after that card? Well, then that gets into having to do a lot more research or looking at one card, or the save searches. I don't know. I don't know if it would complicate things too much, but then again, I could be passing up opportunities to get other cards, but maybe not so much in order. So would be interested in your thoughts on that. I don't know. Maybe there's another aspect that you may also suggest that I haven't thought of, because of for now, and I'm fine, I guess, sticking with my current method, just looking at maybe these 3, and if I add 80, those 4 years, and just wait until those 4 years are done, or like I did with 77s, wait until those 4 years are maybe 90% done, and then start looking at, say, 76s. I don't know. There's just the other problem is there's so many cards, even in my price range in a decent condition, that I don't know if I have a sense of completion if I'm just buying various different years at any given time, I'll have all these checklists and huge holes as opposed to a few years with only minor holes. At the end of the day, my goal is to get as many Hall of Fame vintage PSA graded cards as I can. Whether it's 10 years from now, 15, 20, who knows? Hopefully I'll be collecting for a very long time. But anyway, I just wanted to throw that out to you. Speaking of comments, I believe I'm all caught up from my extended weekend, my long weekend away. I think I replied to all of your comments. And again, I love the fact that you guys are commenting on my videos. I love to see there are a ton of comments. And I do want to take the time to reply to those. I even had some time now to start looking at some of your videos that I've missed out over the past few days. So I'm going to be catching up on that as well, because I do love to, it's not just about me. I love watching your content and commenting on your videos. So, all right, I'm going to turn the camera around, show off the few cards I have, get some trivia, and call it quits. So let's turn the camera around. All right, going to show off these cards here fairly quickly. First, the two Boggs cards. This is from 2020 archives. This is the silver silver frame, serial numbered out of 99. So slowly working on all the different parallels. I think I may have like 4 different parallels to go. So slowly getting there. This is a new one from 2020 Bowman Chrome, Farm to Fame insert. Now, I've seen this listed on eBay as a short print, or some of them put, super short print. I don't know if it's a case hit. I'm not sure. I didn't do a whole lot of research on it, but I know they have, I believe there's the base version. There's an orange refractor, although this looks like a refractor, but this, I think this is the base. There's an orange refractor at 25. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a 1 of 1, and there's I guess a Mojo refractor version as well. But that's a pretty neat card there. There's the back of that, and then onto the vintage. Here's my 178. Took a while to get this one in a. They were either in 9s or 10s, and the 9s were too much, and I'm very, very happy with this 8. Burt Be Home by 11 in the near mint 8. Centering is right there that I'm satisfied with, and back as well. Nice looking card. Very happy with that. Worth the wait. Now the 77s. So like I said, I got 4 here, and I think at least 2 of them were from the same seller, so that helped out with saving on shipping there. The first one, actually we start off with 2 Red Sox here, and then a one-time Red Sox. So we have Dwight Evans. Managed to find this one in an 8. Nicely centered there. There's the back. Nice copy. Then we have Jim Rice. Now, of course, I know I mentioned that I'm collecting Hall of Fame vintage, and Mr. Dwight Evans is not in the Hall of Fame. I'm hoping he is. I feel that he should be, and he's a Red Sox player, great Red Sox player, so I've expanded my collection a little bit. Of course, I have Pete Rose as well. So again, just some context. It's not just Hall of Famers. But here you go. Jim Rice, another PSA 8. Centered pretty nicely as well. There's the back. Then another pitcher, Gaylord Perry, in an 8 as well. All right, and finally, Eck. Dennis Eckersley in an 8. So far I've been able to manage to pick up 8s. I know because of the price point, I'm going to have to look at some 7s. The one that I just picked up before I started this video is a 6, and I'll show you who that is when I get it. But again, pretty nicely centered copy. And there's the back. So I'll set this one up on the stand here. We'll get right to trivia because I know I've been making some pretty long videos lately. I want to try to keep this one fairly short. So it is trivia time. And the question from the last video was, who was the 1996 World Series MVP? I think one of you guessed Jim Leyritz. A couple of you did get it right. The correct answer is John Wetland. And he actually saved all 4 of the Yankees' wins, and he did so with a 2.08 ERA. So yes, John Wetland was the 1996 World Series MVP. And someone commented, of course, this was Boggs's one and only World Series victory. And next year will mark 25 years since that happened. So he just made me feel extremely old, because I remember, of course, watching that World Series and Charlie Hayes getting the last out and getting a World Series. I was rooting for the Yankees just for Boggs. I wanted Boggs to win a World Series in his career. So, all right, so that was the answer. Now here is the new question. In 1925, which slugger had a 756 slugging percentage? 1925, which slugger had a 756 slugging percentage? Lots of different sluggers around that time. We'll see who gets the answer. So anyway, thanks everyone for watching. That's all I have for now. I'll see you next time.